Type 9. Type 9. Type 9.
Good morning, traders. Welcome back to the Everyday Growth Advisors live stream. Happy Friday. It's Recap Friday here with the Everyday Growth stream. What a week it has been, honestly. It's been a crazy week. I know that many of you are feeling down and under. I know that many of you took bullish positions and you're feeling absolutely anxious about them. Well, this is what this stream is about. We're trying to break down the market for you so that you don't have to do it. And, you know, in my view right now, I feel like, well, stay tuned to find out what I feel like. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. If you don't have your coffee, I hope that you got some. It's 8:30 p.m. here, but it doesn't mean that I'm not awake and ready for this market. I do have, some finals that will be happening over this weekend for my master's program. My first quarter is officially coming to an end, so I'm going to be doing my accounting and my economics final this weekend, which means that will be a lot less time for me to do anything else. So for that matter, I will be doing a lot of time juggling and time management this weekend, probably be running on a couple hours of sleep every day with all my other commitments. And so I hope that you guys have a better weekend than me. Please go enjoy the beautiful outsides, and hopefully we will see you guys back on Monday. Remember, today is the day we pick a new ticker for next week. So make sure you drop those tickers in the comments, in the chat box. Make sure that you use the format, new ticker, and then the ticker, so that we can do a vote later. And I feel like these tickers that we've been picking are on point. So Today's stream is going to be concentrated mostly on first going through the pre-market, doing a recap on what we took with StarBucks, how I see it play out, and also at the same time doing the rundown and kind of reassuring you guys on what I see in the markets here. Okay, so it's going to be an interesting weekend, obviously, and I wish you guys the best of it, right? I know it's been a pretty tough week for most of you, and I can definitely feel the anxiety creeping up on the market. That's exactly what was reflected in the VIX, so it makes sense. Okay, so let's run through the pre-market here and see what's going on. Thank you for attending the stream, for being here diligently, if you are, as you are. So the TikTok saga now continues, right? We have news on something to do with now TikTok's coming to Singapore, where I'm at. So they're going to spend billions of dollars here. They want to move here, move their operations, blah, 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 hire a bunch of employees and then take it out here. Singapore is pretty, unregulated in terms of that. They are dying for investments right now. So I'm not surprised at this move at all. And besides, Singapore is very pro-business as well. You can think of it as like the most pro-business place in Southeast Asia, right? Very low tax rates for businesses and whatnot. So a great place for TikTok to set up shop if they wanted to. And, will join the ranks of many other companies who have set up this city center as a epicenter. And I think it's personally a good move ever since they're having issues with kind of propagating the IPs and everything else in the US, which technically has a bigger market, but they could operate everything from Singapore, so why not, right? China retaliates against the US diplomats, including in Hong Kong. US futures climb as stocks fluctuate. I think Tesla and Peloton up nicely pre-market. Billionaire Michael don't know who hedge fund is down 42%. Ouch. But when they're down like that, it usually means that they will make a big comeback. And then lack of crew awareness of the Mauritius hospital. Okay, 77-year-old entrepreneur hits India IPO jackpot. Okay, China missiles present security dilemma. Blah blah blah. India survey suggests 6.4 million cases when they had 85 confirmed. Jeez. And then something about Mulan not being up to standard. Because of some political issues. I think they said something about it. Tesla up on news once again, that they're starting to ship out cars made at Shanghai Gigafactory to parts around the world. We saw this coming from a long time ago, but still doesn't mean that the stock is valued where it is at. Okay, stock still remains overvalued in my opinion, and I will not be a buyer until I see a grave discount on that stock. So I'm talking about shares, I'm not talking about options. Options is a completely different thing. Remember, they're not synonymous. And so there goes your Bloomberg news. Seems like a pretty hybrid, like not bullish, not bearish here on Bloomberg today. And let's have a look at Wall Street Journals here so we can kind of get a sense on how the market's purporting the U.S. stock futures point to firm end to unsteady week. I don't know if I can agree with that, but okay. Volatility teaches new investors that stocks go down too. I'm about to get to this in a second. In fact, this is the topic of discussion for today's stream. I want to make sure that I discuss this at length because I feel like a lot of people are jittery about the markets, and I honestly think that is awesome. I think it's great that you guys are jittery because it really teaches you a lesson on why you shouldn't jump head first into things that you don't understand. Okay, and as somebody who's been doing this for a while now, 7 to 8 years, I've seen so many cycles of this that I can tell you that it's good. Volatility is good for the market, and if you're a trader, you know how to use this to your advantage. Okay, Jane Fraser to succeed Michael Corbat as CD CEO. That's a bank. JP Morgan tells trading floor staff to come back to the office. Okay. And lumber poised to fall with autumn's approach. Ooh. Second top female executive, Bridgewater says the firm paid her less than men. Oops. Shrinking money market funds threaten global dollar supply. Ooh. Okay. Got it. Interesting. Another, yet, if you think about it, Wall Street Journal, also hybrid, right? If you think about it, also hybrid. It's not bullish, not bearish. We're in the center, right? The other day, it was firmly bearish, the news, and then we had a bullish day, right? Today we are in the middle, so expect choppiness, in my opinion. Expect a whipsaw back and forth. Let's have a look at some of the pre-market movers here. Let me just have a look at this real quick. Morning, welcome in. Make sure you guys smash the like button or lightly tap it if you so. I appreciate you guys and all your good luck wishes here. Thank you. New ticker Pepsi Cola. Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't mind doing that actually. That's a good one. New ticker EA. Okay, that's another good one. Peloton, absolutely not. Not gonna do Peloton. It's too overhyped. Baba, we already did Baba. This has just happened last week. You gotta go rewatch the live stream, bro. Microsoft. Microsoft might be another good one to cover. But I think we've done. Did we do Microsoft before? I feel like we did Microsoft before. Keep the tickers coming, guys. We need to vote on a new ticker for next week. If I don't see enough votes here, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick one. Okay. So let's see these pre-market movers here. Peloton up 13%, almost up to $100 here. And then we have, what is this? Graphic packaging, no, 25, no, that's not good pre-market volume there. Tesla, the other one, 3% on news, and then NetApp. Okay, not really significant there. Great, and then let's have a look at this side. So we have news here. Okay, so we have the CPI, Consumer Price Index, for year over year, a little better than expected here. CPI on the rise by 0.1%, so kind of at expectation there. Nothing too crazy. And then seems like majority of this news is okay. Real earnings month over month down slightly, but the main things we were looking for here are the CPI for the month over month and the CPI for the year over year. Looking okay so far, showing that the consumer price index is stabilized. Okay, and how's the market reacting to the news? Let's see here. Slight sell-off here. Okay, and I'll get into this market breakdown in a second here, and try to explain this, what I see and what I don't see here. Okay, let's see. Ooh, a new bunch. Okay, ATVI, DocU, Nike, FedEx. Yo, come on, guys. Just vote for one. Yo, bruh, come on. Just vote for one, man. I didn't say vote multiple times. I said vote for one. So whoever this is, Narin, I'm just gonna take your first one. I'm not gonna. I mean, it doesn't mean you can vote for all of them. I mean, just one, man, and use the proper format. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So now here. Let's see, we have, what is this? Okay, ignore these. Peloton, right? Apple up 0.7, not really up that much in the end. Tesla up 3%, Nikola down 3%. Man, I was going to sell Nikola calls. Those would have really paid nicely. Just didn't do it in the end. I wanted to do it, ended up not doing it, and I'm kicking myself over it. Other stocks that are moving, Apple, almost 2 million shares traded pre-market. That's crazy. So watch Apple today. Should be an interesting day for Apple. If a pre-market already trading at 2 million shares, that might be pretty crazy volume today. Usually on average, Apple trades about 100 million shares or so, maybe a little about 100 million shares a day. So 2 million pre-market is already pretty high. Microsoft also trading up here. Pre-market, probably just the increased movement on the indexes. So keep track of those. The heat map looks all red right now. So let's get into the pre-market breakdown here. And I think this should be the focus of today's live stream. I want to be extremely clear on, a couple of things, okay? You need to understand something. The first thing is volatility, which is the VIX, tracks very specifically fear in the market, and it tracks when the market is about to make a move, right? But what does volatility mean? Volatility doesn't just mean fear, right? It also means increased price action. The fear comes from increased price action, okay? The fear comes from price action. When prices go up and down, this causes investor sentiment to shift back and forth. What does that do? That means investors are constantly asking themselves, Are we going up? Are we going down? Are we going up? Are we going down? Are we going up? Are we going down? Right? And you can see, are we going up? Are we going down? Are we going up? Are we going down? Are we going up? Are we going down? We don't know where we're going, right? But what's important is when the market is volatile like this is a ideal time to play short-term positions in and out, scalping the market on a daily basis, okay? And that's the only thing I've been doing for the past literally 2 days, has been only scalping, right? I have long-term positions that I'm holding, which I'm not gonna obviously sell. Why? Because I actually think that this is a bullish movement. And you're like, what? Yep, I said it. I think that this is actually a bullish movement because not many of you see this, but there's actually an inverse head and shoulders over here, okay? If you think about it, there is a head over here and there are two shoulders right there, okay? And this is usually a bullish kind of a pattern. And as long as we can break above this neckline over here, okay, we will see a bullish recovery. The thing is that majority of investors are super impatient, okay? At the first sight of red, when something like this happens, they exit the markets. But they don't realize that volatility makes things dictate where price action will be, okay? So we saw a wave down and then a wave up, and we saw a wave down and then we saw a wave up, right? And then we didn't break this level, which I said that that was a key level to break, right? And then we came down again. But look at where we ended up. We didn't go down further here. We ended up here. What did we end up doing? We ended up making a higher low. Now, we could easily come down here again. If that happens, we get a double bottom. But chances are, what I see is that today and the next few days, we will trade sideways and then eventually go up. The important thing to note here is that patience is key. And especially for my positions, the ones that I have so much time on them. This is the reason why you take options that are far out expiries, okay? I have literally, my expiries are all through next month, right? They're all through next month. I have expiring options on 16th October, and then I have some in November 20th. So my options are all super far away. Do I worry about the short-term movement here? No. And obviously, you can't expect the market to come down and the next day go back up. If you think that it's sustainable and that really happens, I think you might want to go watch a sci-fi movie, because even in sci-fi movies, things don't turn around that quickly. There's usually a build-up of the story, the characters have development, and then, they go on to do other things. And, even in The Matrix, that guy, Keanu Reeves, has to go about and do his duty, and then, he sees some benefits from it. So don't joke yourself or kid yourself to think that things are just going to go back to normal the way they were so easily, okay? It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. We will probably go like that for a while and then up, right? We're not going to do like this and then back up, right? Come on, be realistic with yourselves. So you have to be patient, and this short-term price depression here gives you more time to accumulate your long-term positions, okay? Now, granted, there are a couple of things. The NASDAQ is sitting firmly on the 50 moving average, which is great, right? We have been hugging the 50 moving average for a long time. In fact, we find ourselves hugging the 50 moving average all the time, right? You can see that. Even in the past, the history, that's what we do. We always use the 50 moving as a magnet, okay? When we go deviate far from it, what happens? It comes down, we consolidate for a while, and then we go up again. And then if anything, bad news comes out, we go down again, right? And then we continue going up again. And then we go far away from the moving average, we come back down again. We go up again, we come back down again. We try to come back to the 50 moving average all the time. And then if something bad happens, we move down, short-term price action goes down, okay? So now it's time for the NASDAQ to come down and consolidate here first before we move back up. That's the reason why buying companies that are good long-term holds are the way to go, right? And you want to buy far out expiries. Okay, now on the SPX here, it's the same concept, right? Okay, same concept. And now this channel actually has to be switched over here. Let's see if we can get this to properly fit. Oh yeah, okay, perfect. So I'm going to make that move right there. This one also needs to kind of move out a little bit, so we'll see. There we go. Okay, perfect. And this fib is now not needed, so we don't need that one. We're going to delete that one away. We're going to delete this fib away. We're going to make a couple of adjustments here. By the way, the adjustments that I make during the this stream is when I make them, and then I just don't touch them. Okay, and then this fib over here needs to be extended outward. Why? Because this is the top here, so this one needs to move up. Oops. Come on. Come on. Move. Okay, well, I'll fix that later. That doesn't matter. Okay, well, now you can see a much clearer picture, right? Without so many crazy lines. Well, so this level here, the 3376 level is a clear resistance, but you can see also on SPY, we formed the head and shoulders. This is the head, this is the shoulders, right? And so these positions will be important to see how we do next week, but we're still within this channel. You can see we're within the channel. Okay, it's only if we break below this and then we start consolidating here, okay, then we have room for further downside, right? For right now, this is a nominal, you know, kind of a consolidation downward. It's okay, the moving averages come down here, that's completely fine. Eventually what will happen is the price action will go above the moving averages and then we're good to go, right? But it takes time. That's the point. The point of the matter is it takes time. Okay, so patience pays. Okay, let's see here. I appreciate you guys being in the live stream today. Hope you guys are having a good morning. Welcome in. Make sure you guys tap the like button or subscribe if you haven't. I'd really appreciate it. You taking your time out to be here and attending the stream. There are so many other places you could be, but you're here and I appreciate you. So maybe if you can, take a second, smash the like button. That allows the stream to be shared with other people. I really, really hope that we can reach 100 likes on a regular basis so that, you know, this can reach other people. Okay, let's have a look at these here. Let's see if we have a conclusive ticker that we are choosing. So far, let's see, WKHS, PepsiCo, Microsoft. I feel like we did Microsoft for ATVI, TDoc, DocuSign, CMG. I like CMG too, by the way. That's a good one. Triple M, that's another good one. Yeah, we did Microsoft already. So known Microsoft, new ticker space. Nah. DraftKings, maybe. Instructions unclear. Smash like button now. My trackpad is broken. Adobe, that's another good one. Whew, a lot of good ones today. CMG, second time. That's second time for CMG. Home Depot, DraftKings, second time as well. Work or KO. I'm doing a pitch on KO. Ooh, okay. Coca-Cola, that will be an interesting one. DKNG is hot now with football starting. Okay, got it. Market trading sideways and scalping can be very tricky from my experience. Be careful. Yep. I mean, just pick the right momentum place. That's all, right? Got to be careful. I got out of the BA300 January call. Was that a bad call? No, it wasn't. I'm still holding them. I'm still holding. You just got to be patient sometimes. There's no point in, freaking out. And that's the absolute worst time to exit, right? You're exiting when the market is down. Why not exit when the market rallies, right? Is it true the stock will have to go exponentially higher for some losses to recover? If so, doesn't that mean we shouldn't be worried about the sharp drops even though there's time on those contracts? Personally, yes. Okay, it is true that the stock has to go higher, but it doesn't mean that you won't get back your money, right? Personally, for me, I mean, or personally for any option, you got to realize that the options contract is driven by many other forces, like implied volatility, the supply and demand of the contract itself, and how badly people want that specific contract. And the contracts that I'm holding, all of them will be wanted pretty badly eventually. So I don't think that it's an issue. Is it too early to average down on the calls? I think it's a good time to average down on the calls. What positions do I have? It's all in members picks. If you go look at it right here, these are the ones that I have, and let me see, all this plus Starbucks. Let's see here. XLI, Datadog, Microsoft, Apple, Facebook, Boeing. These are the ones that I have. And Starbucks. SFIX, hugging 50 EMA line also applies to individual stocks, right? Not only when the index is as a whole. Yeah, absolutely. It does apply to individual stocks as well. Good morning, sir. Appreciate all you do. No problem. Any thoughts on Apple? Okay, we'll go through the tickers later. AMD, Adobe, BP, Adobe, Solid, being they have the earnings from 9:15. Okay, we make, okay, interesting. 9:15. Oh, but earnings is on Tuesday. I don't want to cover a stock that has earnings midway though. I like Adobe, but problem is, Adobe's winning so far anyway. But the thing is, like, its earnings are midweek, so we won't actually do a conclusive analysis. I mean, unless we do a half analysis, and then, you know, I'm not intending to play it for earnings neither. So. Okay, let's see. Let's get a couple more people to vote here. If you guys are here, please vote for the ticker next week. Use the approved ticker format to vote. So far, Adobe's winning. Second's going to be, I believe, I think it was DraftKings or CMG. So let's have a vote, okay, between Adobe, DraftKings, or CMG, which is Chipotle. Chipotle Mexican Grill. Pick between these three. Okay, pick between these three. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the Starbucks position right now. We opened this position based on the recap, right, for this week. So I'm trying to recap this position right now. I think many of you think it's going into a bearish channel here, but I'm just here to tell you that this correction is nominal. We got a nice little bounce off the 50 Fibonacci retracement multiple times now. I'm not really worried about this position. It's in also a bull flag. You can see this is a bull flag. Okay. So a nice little flag here. Now, if Starbucks breaks out of the flag, that will be a nice little upward push. So we'll be watching this one closely. If it continues to consolidate into this little space here and then break out, that will be a nice little push up for Starbucks. So I'm going to continue to hold this. We have a lot of time on those contracts, a lot. And the strikes that we have are pretty out the money. I'm betting on a bullish breakout. If the indexes also push the momentum up, then we will see all of our positions really shine here. So I'm betting on a bullish reversal, and we'll see what happens. Okay. Okay. Oof. Let's see. All right. So DraftKings could be a good entry level. DraftKings. Okay. DraftKings is gonna win, right? Yeah. Okay. DraftKings win. Okay then. It's settled. We'll do DraftKings for next week. That'll be the ticker of the week next week. That would be cool. Quite a fair number of you want Chipotle as well, though, and I also like Chipotle. Let's see exactly how many here, but I definitely see more DraftKings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 17 DraftKings, and how many Chipotles? Let's see. Yeah, definitely not enough Chipotles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, great. We can do a Chipotle the week after, I guess. That would be good. Okay. Yo, please don't spam the chat. I mean, it's not going to count as more than one vote. Okay. So we'll do DraftKings for next week. Got you guys. And that will be the ticker of the week. And then I'm going to be holding 2 additional webinars next week as well. I haven't decided what they're going to be on, but more than likely, what I may consider, DraftKings doesn't have enough data. Does it really? IPO'd in 2018, 2 years. That is a fair point. DraftKings doesn't have enough data. Well, actually, hold on. No, it IPO'd far. It IPO'd before. No, it's been here for a while, right? How many years is this? We don't necessarily need 10 years, but when did it IPO? It's been a while, right? It's been 2016, so 5 years almost. 4 years. I mean, we can try, we can attempt to evaluate it as a business. Think they're new. No, they're not new. You want me to go through dual zones for a webinar? Okay, I could do dual zones. Okay, sure. Maybe I'll do a webinar on wave patterns. How about that? Because wave patterns get all into dual zones as well. We'll do that on Tuesday, and then on Thursday we'll do a webinar on let's see. I think dual zones is a good one, right? Talking about confirmations. Okay, I know how we'll do this. So let's do this. Let's talk about wave patterns on Tuesday, and then we'll talk about how, like, confirmations. How do you trade with confirmations? Would you guys like that? For me to do a webinar on Tuesday first to teach you guys about wave patterns, which is more about how do you spot waves, right? When things are going up and things are going down and things are going sideways, how do you spot those? And then also, how do you trade those, right? There's a certain way those wave patterns interact. And then, so we'll do the wave patterns on Tuesday, which will go over dual zones as well, right? And then on Thursday, we'll do confirmations. Confirmations on trades. How do you get confirmation before getting into a trade? Okay. Let me know if you guys want to see something like that. I feel like that would be great. I honestly love you guys, man. This is like a family, you know? You guys are like my family. Okay, great. So we'll do that next week. So ticker will be man. So DraftKings, huh? It's either DraftKings. CMG's for sure been there long for like years. Been here for years. This stock is insane. CMG is going to be the close second. So if we don't have enough info on DraftKings, I guess we can do CMG. That might be a good one. Okay, guys, I guess it is CMG then. Because we don't have enough info on DraftKings. We don't have enough price history. We can't tell. But I can tell you right now, Chipotle looks a little overbought here. Definitely looking more of a bearish play than a bullish play. But yeah. Okay then. Chipotle for the ticker of the week. And then remember, when we were doing these analyses for the weeks, what we're concentrating on are good quality stocks. So DraftKings might be a good stock for us to cover as on the side, but not as a fundamental business that we would invest in long term. It might be a good momentum play, like a growth or a good momentum play, but it might not be a good long-term stock to own. Okay. So we will go by choosing Chipotle instead. If you guys like everything that we are doing here at the stream, I appreciate you guys just, leaving a like. Honestly, if you like the way that we do things here, just leave a like. That's all I ask for. Smash the like button, and we'll see more of the content that you want us to see here. Okay. So it's confirmed we will be doing on the ticker of the week. Will be CMG. Okay. And then on Tuesday, we'll do wave patterns. I'm not talking about Elliott wave patterns here. I'm talking about general wave patterns. I will show you what I mean. I'm not gonna go super in depth, but I will show you how to succeed just looking at wave patterns. Okay, and then on Thursday's webinar, we will go over confirmations because these will go hand in hand. Okay, and I think that many of you need these lessons, right? Wave patterns and confirmations go hand in hand. For example, you see the waves. but how do you know where do you take, the trade setup? Okay, so we'll go through these two 30-minute webinars, quick things for you guys to learn, digest right before the pre-market, and then you can try and put it to play during the trading session. Okay, remember guys, tomorrow is Saturday, which means we are signing up for the Everyday Growth Advisors Intermediate course. If you do not know about it, I posted two infographics about this already. This is the second one today. Take your trading to the next level. If you already have taken the beginner's course and you want to take it to the next level, join us for the intermediate course. If you haven't taken the beginner's course, wait for 926, which is when the next beginner wave will be. That will be the next time you can take the course. It's highly recommended by the people who have taken it thus far. If you want to see what people are saying about the course, head over to testimonials in the Discord, or simply go click on the highlight reel. This will be signing up tomorrow at 12 p.m. on optionswing.com. Make sure you set your alarm. 12 p.m. The spots are going to go fast. I know that there are a lot of people who have been waiting for this course because I don't offer this very often. The intermediate course is, so if you go to optionswing.com, you click join now, you scroll down, you'll see it here. It says sold out right now, but at 12 p.m. it will open up and it will say enroll now. And at that point, you can enroll into the intermediate course, which will start on Monday. Okay, and we'll be going from Monday to Friday, every day at 9 p.m. Eastern time. And that will be 2 to 3 hour lessons. Okay, 5-day course, 3-hour lessons, 2 live trading sessions that will be taken on during the week, 2 weeks. So 1 week each, we'll do 1 trading session, and you'll be learning about different option strategies, concentrating on capital preservation and risk management. So if you like my style, the way that I teach, you want to know more, join the course. I highly recommend it. People love it, and I hope that I see you there. And majority of the time, what you're going to be learning is how buyers and sellers operate in the markets in terms of options trading. It's important not to just understand how buyers operate, but also how sellers operate. So also learn how to earn passive income from stocks that you already own, for example, covered calls, the wheel cycle, and also mastering the art of volatility through straddles, strangles, and condors. Okay, so this is the curriculum. We will be doing intro to spreads, married strategies, vertical spreads. We'll be doing defensive option strategies. How do you roll options? Risk management strategies, protective puts. How do you, if your portfolio is long, how do you protect it? Covered calls to get dividend income from stocks you own already. The wheel cycle, how do you do that? Straddles and triangles, how do you play earnings with these? We'll even do examples for all of these trades every single day. Okay, and then butterfly spreads and iron condor strategy. It comes with Q&A sessions, the real world examples of charting. We'll be using TOS, paper trading, to get you on board. 2 weeks access to OptionSwing if you are not OptionSwing member, and all classes will be recorded and emailed to you each day in case you can't make it. So sign up for it. It becomes an on-demand class, or if you want to attend the live sessions, then you can attend it. All the recordings are going to be available forever, so make sure you check it out. The course pricing and everything is on Instagram. $380 for non-OptionSwing members and $300 for OptionSwing members. And I hope that I will see you there on Monday. Okay, so I just want to make sure that you know about that. And let's see here. We appreciate you, no problem. I feel a bit good to understand the stock, but not much as data as traders. What's your fundamental process for companies that are about to go IPO? CMG been killing it. Dual zone and waves. Yep. Be sure to do it on a computer. Yeah, definitely do the sign up on a computer. It makes it much easier. I'm so glad I joined your community. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. No problem, Washington. Welcome to the community, man. Honestly, this if you regularly turn up for this live stream and you pay attention to everything that we say here, I promise you long-term growth is immense. And I've seen people grow over here. Listen, I never focus on the number of viewers we have, but I do focus on the likes because I want people to have access to the stream, and YouTube will not recommend this stream to other people if the likes are not there. So by you liking the stream, you're helping me to get the word out there to other people. But what is important to me is that this knowledge doesn't go into the internet and is not unseen. I put a lot of time and effort into this so that you guys can learn free stuff. Even if you can't attend the mentorship course, the webinars are breakdowns. They're smaller bite-sized pieces of the mentorship course that I put together. So I hope that this helps you out, okay? And the webinar playlist is really growing nicely now. So if you actually go have a look at it, I'm going to add up the rest of them today into the stream, but this webinar playlist is actually really cool right now. Okay, and as time goes on, it's going to be a really nice one that you can just come here and view everything at once. If you go down the list, you'll see these are short little webinars in doing different things, right? How to create a watch list using a watch list or trade pattern breakouts, how to scalp, how to day trade, how to swing trade, how to position trade. I'll add the rest in today, right? There are 2 more that I'll add in today from this week. And you will see over time, this playlist is going to grow into something beautiful. So by you attending this webinars, it really does mean a lot to me. Okay, great. Now, what was I going to say? Okay, so market wise, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not, feeling like today is going to be a lot of definite movement because it's a Friday. I say be careful, right? Okay, but I think a possible bounce on the 61.8 over here, very, very highly possible. This 61.8 level here would be a very important zone for us to bounce on. And then as we, bounce up here and confirm this higher high here, look, as we bounce on this channel, right? And we'll come back on Monday and you can see what happened here. I'm not going to move any of these lines, right? I say we go like this, right? And then this wave might come down, bounce here, and then move up again, okay? What we really want to see, and hopefully, I don't know if it's going to be possible today, is S&P 500 close above the 200 moving average. That will be really nice, okay? But I doubt it, okay? I doubt it. I say we'll probably go chop, chop, lollipop the whole day, probably go like this, and then end the day really flat. That's what I think. Volatility is still in the market, so don't expect crazy things to happen, okay? So, yeah. Since we're not doing DraftKings, maybe go over DraftKings 918 expiry. Okay, Danny, I will go over that. Absolutely no problem. I appreciate you, Tyron, for doing this. No problem, man. Appreciate you being here. Okay, let me go through the tickers of what I have over here and see. Oof, that's a lot of chat here. Let me see here. Okay, let's see. Did anyone drop any tickers up in the front for me to break down? Okay, Walmart. Here's the first one. Sean, thank you for coming to the stream, by the way, Sean. Appreciate you. Walmart 10-2. Boom, boom. Let's get it done. 10-2, and we're talking about 150 calls. Okay. Well, your strike might be a bit too... Sorry, your expiry might be a bit too close. I do like the idea. What I don't like is... Okay, where it's trading right now is definitive. So this is a dual zone, right? It's both the supply and the resistance zone. We're gonna have to see how Walmart behaves here. So this zone here is a dual zone, and this dual zone will be important key level to see if we're indeed gonna pass through. Oops, let me use a different color here. Are we indeed gonna pass through here, or are we gonna bounce and then make a reversal? The thing is that 4 weeks, you have about 4 weeks, right? So 4 weeks of time, I don't know if it's enough to get you up there, man. I think you should, what you should do here, okay, and this is my advice. 2 weeks out from now, depending on where Walmart is, since you have about a month, you should roll this option out if you're further up. Let's say you're here at 144-ish, right? Sell that call, and it should be a break even or something like that. And then what you do is you roll it out on the further expiry for that same strike. That's my advice to you. But I think your expiry is too near. That's what I think. Okay. J&J, Johnson & Johnson, 1016, 150 calls. Also another one in a similar situation, right? That's another little zone over here. Let's see, right? Actually, this zone is a little less obvious. I want to say it's actually a little lower than that, so... Yeah, this is more like it. Let's see. Well, if Johnson & Johnson bounces over here, you have a lot of time in your contracts, and it's 150 calls, so I think you should be okay with that, to be honest. I would hold that contract. I think it looks like a good one to hold, personally. Thoughts on Apple 135? I would hold that. I would hold the Apple 135 call. Absolutely hold it. Come on, like, look, I don't think that good companies are going anywhere, okay? Now, for you to panic and sell those good company options that are due next year, I honestly don't agree with that, okay? If you think that stocks are gonna abruptly sell off after we have had a correction of 20% this year and another correction that just happened for 5%. Come on, guys. Okay, come on. Be realistic. Like, respect the probability and statistics of the market. Okay, how often do these drops happen? Ask yourself that question. Okay, how often do they happen? All right, how often does this kind of a drop happen? Okay, when it does happen, it takes a couple of weeks, right? Look, even when this drop happened, right? Do you not think this drop looks oddly familiar like this drop? Right? Look, does it not look of the same size? And do you not see that we were also bought up, right? It's the same thing, right? We need a correction, okay? And then the market recovers slowly. So how many weeks did that take? It takes another 4 weeks, right? Look, right? So it takes a while for the market to get up there. Once volatility creeps back in, there's a lot of up and down and up and down and up and down. People are scared. Investors are scared. And guess who's making the most money? It's market makers. Because they sell you and buy, and they sell you and buy, and they sell you and buy, right? Okay. Then when volatility dies out, then markets start to chug along, right? So just remember, this year is also an election year, okay? By November, the president has to make some kind of a move, all right? He has to convince people. Okay. These drops don't happen often, guys. Okay, and remember last time this drop happened. Nominal correction, right? Look at how far we were above the moving average. Same distance or not? It was about the same distance if you think about it, right? How many days or how many weeks later, right? It was a couple of days. It was a couple of weeks, right? And then the market started going up again. So obviously don't expect the instant like, oh, it dropped and then we're going to go back up. No, that's why we buy further out expiries. You got to be patient with your positions, okay? Don't just hope for the market to like instantly go back up, right? It doesn't work that way, okay? So be patient, let the market play out, and validate your positions, okay? All right. Let's see. No, I'm not averaging none on the Starbucks calls just yet, Ravi. Unfortunately, not. Beyond strike 170, 1120. I mean, I like Beyond play here, actually, to be honest. I wanted to play this yesterday, and I think it is a good play today, by the way. So we've been trying to catch this for a while. And so today might be I wanted to mention this earlier. Beyond might be the play today. And it has some bullish news recently. Starbucks is going to be selling Beyond products in Asia. I just read something along that and, you know, got some news from a friend of mine. So this might actually be the play, right? Consolidation above this resistance here might make a move up to 160 or 168, this level here. So I think holding those calls are a good idea. If I see, a momentum push here, I may consider. In fact, a market open, I might just buy Beyond, day trade this. Possible. Day trade this to the upside. Highly possible that today I'm going to play this, just so you guys know. Little free nugget for you guys. I might play Beyond today as a potential winner. Guru investors who made over 450,000 profit in a few weeks within 80,000 investment. I really would be grateful to receive any pointers on how to make good profits as an investor. Yeah, I don't follow Guru investors, and neither do I profess to be one. I just follow my system and use probability and statistics to, you know, come up with trading outcomes that are definitive. So I'm not really sure how to help you there. Starbucks, yeah, that was the call. Yep. All right. Okay. I read all of this. Do you mind explaining the golden pocket 61.8 and 65%? So you mean the golden ratio for Fibonacci's? Generally speaking, that is the ratio at which a Fibonacci is most likely to retrace to. So if you draw extension, any number with the 61.8 in it, like 1.618 or 61.8, or 1 minus 61.8, which is the 38.2, 8.2, that's another one, right? Those are all golden ratios. Any number that has a ratio with 61.8 is a ratio at which there is a mathematical construct for a bounce or algorithmic trading level. So keep that in mind. He said the market's going to be chop chop lollipop. Yep, that's what I said. As an investor, what subscriptions do you think are worth to have besides options swing, of course? Personally, I tell you, I really find Finbox a valuable thing to subscribe to, okay? If you're like me and you're a fundamentalist as an investor, I really like their platform, man. You can do the modeling and everything here. You can use multiple models to do so. They have all kinds of models here. You can even do a DuPont ROE analysis. By the way, Adolf, if you were thinking about it, this is one of the things you might need for Spartan Fund, right? I used to do DuPont analysis all the time. They help. You can use it for free here, by the way. You can use this for free. Okay, you can view the DuPont analysis here. It'll give you everything that you need, and you can think about how you want to do the analysis industry wide and stuff like that. For example, here you're looking at Facebook. They compare it to Twitter. This. They do an industry comparison for you, and then supporting calculations for each one of these metrics here. There are a lot of good things. You can even create your watch. Like you can look at other watch lists. Like for example, Warren Buffett's portfolio. You can click on this and see what they have, what Warren Buffett has in his portfolio, and it tells you what his holdings are, what it has inside it, blah blah blah. I personally like Finbox a lot, and I'm intending to get a subscription with these guys. Finviz is another one. They have really good scanners. We have Finviz Elite, I believe. Yeah, we have Finviz Elite here. Here, you can go to the screener, and you can create presets. Like for example, we have presets. Like for example, I created one where I have fundamental analysis, right? Like favorables for medium, and then I put in the things that I like, right? For a medium, and then for a high, fundamental favorable. So right now there's none of them. For medium, there's this company called EDU. So this is a company that has a market cap over 10 billion, positive positive but growth in EPS past 5 years. Return on equity over 5%, quick ratio over 1, debt equity over under 1. You can basically create your own scanner here. The other one is Koifin. Koifin's also pretty cool, but Koifin is a bit more, how do you say, like for you to do market analysis. So for example, click on this, you can get all the market, like the entire market analysis, right? And then you get also currencies along with it. So I usually have this open while market's open, and it kind of updates live and gives me a good idea of where their indexes are. I can go one day and see what the market data is like, and then just zoom in and just follow along with this. That's another one that I like. Apart from that, TradingView, you should subscribe to TradingView. It's a good one. Those are the few that I like personally. Amazon 3700 calls November 20th expiry. Possibly, I would hold those. 99 likes. Can we get to 120 likes, guys? There's 140 of you here. I'm pretty sure that we can get to 120 likes. I would really, really appreciate that. If you can just take a second out of your day to smash the like button, I would really, really appreciate that. And subscribe if you haven't. We do this Monday to Friday. OLED pre-market up by $8. Ooh. OLED. Let's have a look. This was the company providing screens to Apple iPhone at some point, right? Wait, it doesn't say it's up pre-market. $8? No, it's down. And it also looks like it's in a downtrend. A bad downtrend. Doesn't look good, man. Can you please check 918 Tesla 370 put for me? Jesus, here come the Tesla requests. Possibly good, but I wouldn't know, man. This stock is just way... if you want to predict Tesla's stock price movement, I highly recommend you that you use a dice or a coin. That's a better outcome, in my opinion. Microsoft 240 for 1016. That your strike might be a bit too far out. I would do like 230 or 220. That's more likely. TI doubled down on XOM Gen calls yesterday when it was low. Thought on holding these. Yeah, that's fine. You could hold XOM. I think it's a good company to hold long term. What's the quota on market corrections within the year? So generally speaking, we haven't had a 20% correction. We have a 20% correction so this kind of coronavirus drop happens once every 10 years. Okay. And then these mini drops, the ones you see like at 5%, they happen like one time a year or twice a year at most. So we've already used up both those quotas for this year. You get what I'm saying? It's like if we drop more, it doesn't make sense. But statistically, it could be a black swan event, right? So you never know. Baba 320 calls for 1016. Your strike is too high. I wouldn't do such a far strike, man. You're looking at like, bruh, 320 and 270. You're looking at a $50 move. I don't know if it'll move that much within the month. I think your strike is way too far. So we should roll Walmart call for October. Absolutely, if you have Walmart. Yep, I would roll it. I have XLI September. Yep, I have XLI too. Think about rolling to October. Yeah, you could roll. I bought these calls back in August. You could roll them. XLI, Dow Jones is not going anywhere neither. It just got rebalanced, remember? So Dow Jones ain't going anywhere. It's going to go up. What strike would you day trade on Beyond? 1 to 2 strikes out. So I would do 148s. That's what I would do. Definitely don't take a 0-day call. Do the next week expiry. That's what I would do. Options is this. What? Yes, options. We're talking about options. DraftKings all-time high coming in today. Yeah, probably. On the break has room 50s with fib extension. I agree. Yeah, DraftKings. Let's have a look actually. That's a good one to try and plot a fib extension on. So remember, you're going to fib extension here. Oops, wrong one. Get my fib tool here. So this is where your swing low is going to be, right? And what you're going to do is plot that to the top here. Pull this down here. So your fib extensions are going to be at this 46.36 first target, 49.63 next target, 53.23. That will be your next target after that. Those are going to be a swing high to swing low here for your Fibonacci retracement extension here. Sorry. So keep those in mind. That's your DraftKings targets for today. If you go into the 10-minute, you will see it more clearly here. And just drag this up real quick. Okay. And then let's have a look at more of this here. Apple, question mark? Apple? I don't know. Apple? Morning and thank you. What's your entry and exit for Beyond? Well, I'm intending to take the calls as soon as I see some momentum at the market open. I already see the stock is trading up pre-market. We'll see. I think it might just run at the get-go. So if Beyond runs at the get-go, I'm not going to trade that right away. What I'll do is wait for a pullback. On that pullback is when I'll enter on the second wave. Because this is already considered the first wave here. So this is already considered the first wave. So second wave up, second wave down. If it bounces over here, this is where I will enter. So 147.50, about there. I'm not saying it's going to be exactly there. I project it. Let's say it goes run up, will come down. Let's say this level, the resistance here. This is where the entry would be. And then ride the next wave up. That's how I would like to play Beyond if it happens. Market is over bearish though, so I wouldn't go too crazy on this one. Maybe one contract at maximum, just for a day trade. How long have you been trading? 7 to 8 years. It's coming to 8 years now. QQQ hourly 20 EMA not crossed below 200 EMA since moving on. Also, if you look at just a what? Yeah. QQQ hourly 20 EMA has not crossed below since moving up starting in early April. Okay. Also, if you look, it looks like a rejection at 200 EMA on the hourly. Everything looks like a rejection right now, man. Everything. Bar chart's a great tool. I use their option screen all the time and miss this group. Can you explain rolling these calls? Closing out your existing position and buying a further strike and expiry. That's what rolling means. OSTK 100 call for 1016. Let's have a look. Oh, ooh, interesting. Interesting. I like. Me likey. Bullish gap and bounce on this cool little dual zone here. Me likey. And lots of volume came in. Possible. If I see another wave up here, I will take it. Another wave. This is wave number 1. Let's see another wave come down. If it bounces somewhere here, I can enter here with OSTK. I'm down for that. Possible. Microsoft 250, possible. Possible 250, 115 to 121. Yeah, it's possible, but I think your strike's a bit too far. But I think you can hold it if you want. That's a good risk to reward outcome. How's Starbucks doing? It's doing bad, but we're not bothered because it's in a bull flag. So we're gonna hold it, and we'll see what happens. I like the fact that it's bouncing here, and this is a clear little bounce zone for it. So if it breaks out of here, we'll be looking at a bullish movement here. So we'll hold Starbucks. We'll hold all our positions because we know that the market is in a, possible bounce territory here. Remember, as I said, S&P 500. Look at it in the hourly chart, and you'll see what I'm seeing here: a reverse head and shoulders pattern. Okay, this is your head. This is your shoulders. Okay, and a break above the neckline, right? A break above the neckline with good volume momentum will send this thing flying. All right. So if S&P 500 ends up being bullish, then we'll see what happens. Okay. I'm personally I'm not buying the fact that we're gonna head lower. Okay. And I'm not saying that we can't go lower than this. All I'm saying is if we do go lower than this, we're gonna bounce again at the same and form a double bottom. That's more than likely, instead of forming a a lower here. If we do go to 23.6 though, that'll be a bounce at the 23.6 level. So we'll see how this plays out. I personally think that we'll bounce on the on this channel here. Nice. I'm gonna hold 2. Great stuff, T. Thank you. Appreciate it. Starbucks average down? Not yet. I wouldn't want to average down. Okay, cool. Thank you for the 122 likes, guys. I appreciate you very much. Remember, attending this stream will pay off in the long run. If you're consistent and you get here on time, we go through a lot of different things, cover a lot of different scenarios. And, if you're interested in taking a mentorship course, that's another thing altogether. If you feel that this stream gives you immense value, just leave a like. That's all I ask, okay? You don't even need to donate, which you have the option to do. If you want to ever buy me a coffee or you think that I deserve it, then go ahead, send a super sticker or a super chat. Those are always appreciative. But remember, keep yourself nimble. Don't overcommit. Do not revenge trade just because you have lost money in this market. It is definitely not a good idea to be doing things like that in that environment, okay? I made a post about this morning, and I hope that you guys, really see things from my lens, because volatility gives rise to opportunity, okay? And the word crisis, if you look at it, is opportunity and danger. So from danger comes opportunity, okay? If my computer will load here. Oh, we just got a new testimonial. I finished the EGA beginner's course last Friday, and I can't emphasize how taking this course is a true necessity. Oh boy, and it just switched on me. Why I gotta do this though? Oh, and the market opens here. Let's see if we can get a couple minutes in here and show you guys what I'm seeing. Show you guys my setup here actually. Well, who knows? Surprise! We're gonna do a market stream. Oh. Okay, let's have a look at what's going on here. So I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. So first things first, we will be pulling up a bunch of different things, and I'll show you my setup. So open all 4 of these, and on one of these. So I'll show you. I'm about to put you guys on some game here. So first things first, what do I have up open? The first thing that I do have up open here is a 4-screen setup. And since I'm on my Surface Pro, which is not a very good setup right now, I don't have much of a choice, but this is what I'll be doing. On this side right here, I'll be watching Apple and see the correlation with it, with the market, general market trend. We'll be watching everything on a 5-minute chart. That's what the time frames that I use for a intraday setup. Okay, everything here we'll be watching on a 5-minute chart. So whoever left, that's fine. It's fine if they left, man. It's all good. Okay, now on this side here, usually what I have up here is the VIX. Okay, so I'll be watching market volatility right on this side. I have it on a 5-minute usually just to see what's going on. If the VIX usually moves in a certain fashion, then I can tell what the market's about to do. So a break below this level here would be super bullish for SPY. On this side here, I have TLT, which is aggregate bonds for the 20-year treasuries. And you can see that TLT is getting bought up here a little bit. We'll see if this continues through the day. This means risk will be flowing towards money markets. And flow towards money markets would mean that we would be risk off on other assets. On here, we have gold, which is GLD. And here I have crude, which is another safe haven asset. Okay. So this is generally my setup just for the market session, and I'll be generally watching all of these here throughout the day. Crude doesn't really have a big correlation with the market, but it's important to watch. I like watching crude because it gives me an understanding of where risk is flowing. For example, you see gold and crude going up at the same time, then you know money's coming out of elsewhere to get into this, right? If you see bonds flying, that means money's coming out. People are getting more risk averse, okay? So big movements, then you will see, okay, that's, you know, something to be worried about. But usually this is nominal retracement up here. If you're in a downtrend, you can see it's making lower highs. So we'll see how that goes, all right? Markets, and then on this other tabs here, I'll do individuals on things that I'm following. So the highly correlated stocks, for example, Apple and Microsoft, right? These go in a pair, so I'll follow both of them. Now, if for some reason there is if there's a difference, like for example, Microsoft is going up while Apple's going down, that will, you know, show me something's off with both of them, right? Then I can trade the deficiencies between them. Those are the things I look for. Inefficiencies within the market. Okay, I look for high inefficiencies within the market. Let's see here. Okay. And then obviously you can also use, I wish my computer wasn't lagging this bad. That's the only downfall here. Oh, and we got to see what's happening beyond, right? Because that's the trade we want to take today. Okay, so a little bit of sell-off on beyond here. Now, the bounce level that we're looking at is going to be right here. This is where we're looking for beyond the bounce, because this is going to be a dual zone. So the 138 level would be the level to watch over here. And it's also the old level of support that I drew up here. So we'll actually get rid of this here. Okay. Now, other than that, let me see here. Who's... Okay. And generally speaking, by the way, I don't... yeah, there we go. So I knew this would happen with Piton. It would get crushed big time. A lot of profit taking here. Absolutely possible. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be trading this one. And then I like to keep Boeing in the loop as well, see what's going on here. It continues to drop down. It's completely fine. I'm okay with it. I've made peace with this stock going further down. I know that this is a very key level here, so we'll see if we break further down. That would be you know, very bearish sign. But if we get a nice bullish push up here, we'll see insane push up from Boeing. So not really worried about that. Okay, beyond here looking interesting. Let's see. Crude going up, VIX going, creeping a little bit. Still on a downtrend. Can get rejected by the zone over here, so we'll see what happens. And how the index is doing. S&P 500. Remember, I look at the indexes on 5 minutes as well intraday. This is how I do them. We're going down here to test this level here, and look at the Nasdaq here. Same thing. The Dow Jones, same thing. So we'll see what happens here on all three of them. And we can see this is at key level here where we're trying to break. The next key level will be the 61.8 here if we break through this, which we're about to break right now. So a little bit of a sell-off there. Look at Boeing. Yep, it's going down further. So VIX about to break out here. If we can get a real breakout, we don't know if this is a real breakout or no on this support here. So we'll see. Zoom options pricing is so bullshit right now. That is so true. Let's have a look at the watch list from option swing and see what it provides here today. A little bit of a tidbit for you guys. So Apple, Amazon, Boeing, Beyond, Facebook, Nikola, Nvidia, Roku, and Tesla. I think Tesla was looking bullish right earlier. Yeah, it's selling off along with everything. Nikola sold off. Boeing, we have that getting bought up a little bit here. What else was there? Amazon, Apple, Beyond, Facebook, Roku. Roku selling off. Nvidia. Oh, nothing interesting here. It's going to be a chop day, guys. So I have a live trading session with the Everyday Growth Advisor mentees in about 20 minutes. But I promise you guys one day I'll do a full session live stream to help you guys out. I don't know if you guys would be interested in something like that. Leave me some thoughts about these market live streams and my commentary on them. If you want to see more of this kind of a live stream, let me know what you think about it. I would be happy to do something like this, maybe for 2 hours into the market. Once the momentum hour is gone, and then we just hop off. So do a pre-market, run into the market, follow through on our setups, get the entries and exits that we need, make a couple $100, and then leave. Let me know if you guys want to see something like that, and I will be open to doing something like that. Starbucks, let's have a look. Starbucks, not yet. No, not yet the time to do so. I'm not averaging down on Starbucks. My position is a starter position. I will not be getting more of Starbucks until I get a confirmation of a uptrend. We would appreciate it. I would love it. That would be awesome. Yes, we'll love it. Okay, great. I will consider doing this sometime. I think it'll add some value to you guys. So just very educational. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. I think so. Having these setups the way that you see, the way that I see things, and then doing the live trading with me, I think it opens up a lot of opportunities for you guys. So we'll see. Might consider doing this in the future, like a 2-hour session. And I like you. I mean, obviously, a part of the trading floor here is also great, right? Why did my Python option? This is a standard thing. People don't understand Ivy Crush. FedEx looks interesting. Gilead moving. Intel testing high of day. Lift. See, this is the reason why option swing is such a great platform, right? You have all the people calling out all kinds of stuff. Intel. So Intel call right here, 49.50. Interesting. Ooh, look. So we have the possibility here. Building of Intel as a position. How's Beyond doing? Beyond still hasn't tested our zone here, so we'll watch here. This is an important moment for Beyond. If it comes down here and then it bounces, right? We're looking for the bounce. Oops, wrong color. Let me get the right color. We're looking for a bounce here to play this. Okay, a nice little bounce. So we have the wave. We have the next wave. We need the bounce. We need to confirm one more wave and 2 waves. This second wave is when we'll enter Beyond. So we are still a far away entry from Beyond here, but we need to catch this bounce if we can see that the bounce is indeed going to happen. Intel looks like it might get rejected here. FedEx was the other one that was called out. Let's have a look. FedEx, possible above average volume, but not really that crazy about it. And so, as I said, this green line here, which I drew as a support here, we got bought up a little bit here. So let's see what happens. A lot of bear traps laid out this past few days. NASDAQ getting bought up here. The first thing you can see that directly translates into 20% of S&P 500 going up, and Dow Jones also nicely bouncing there. So we'll see how this plays out here for a second. DK kind of going. Intel looks like the play. Intel. All right then. Oops. Oh, I do like this setup, but I don't know if it'll break. Looks like interesting. I thought I knew about investing, but what you have taught me last 3 weeks is exponentially higher. Thank you for saying that, Nirav. I appreciate that. Yeah, it gives us perspective from a pro. I'm hardly a pro, but I just follow my own setups and follow my own restrictions that I create for myself, and that's all I do. Apple here, let's see what's going on. So I keep these two correlated like that, and then I keep a couple other tickers. I usually have more tabs open, usually like about 6 or 7. Back home where I have my PC set up, I have like 2 screens, bunch of monitors, you know, just pretty much have better setup. But right now I'm in a position where I'm kind of trading mobile, so gotta do what I gotta do with what I have. Nvidia moving, or oh man, I gotta get to these DMs. Hold on a second here. Okay, here you go. There we go. And I'll be jumping out of this call in a little bit, by the way, out of this live stream. So actually I might just cut the stream here because I'll be jumping into a live Zoom call with my mentees. So I bid you guys farewell. Honestly, there's not much going on with the market right now. Uber, let's see. Uber. I don't see much moving. Oh yeah, Uber looks like a good play here. Let's see. Yeah, this looks like a good play here. So wait for the confirmation here. Don't jump into this right now. It could get rejected here, and be careful. Wait for the confirmation. What you want to see with Uber here, it looks like a potential play. So you have the nice volume come in. You have OBV pointing strongly up here. So what you want to do, you have 3 nice candlesticks here. Break above the resistance. I like this play so far. How are you going to think of this now? The first thing you want to do is pick a strike. About 38 should be the right play here. Wait for the wave up, the wave down. The wave down is where you'll wait for a confirmation that it uses this value as a support. Okay. Once you have the confirmation that it's using this level as a support and then starts to go up, you can enter somewhere here with Uber. Okay, the majority of people who make the mistake is they enter here. That's the wrong move to make. You always never enter on the wave up. You always enter on the wave down. This is when premiums are much more cheaper. Okay, cool. So I'll leave you guys with that free trade idea there. You have Uber. Beyond also, remember, gotta wait for the bounce. And then Intel here getting rejected. I don't think it's going to break out. Have a great day, guys. Have a great weekend. See you guys on the Zoom call for the mentees who have been there. Thank you for the 130 likes. And I'll see you guys on Monday. New ticker Monday will be Chipotle. And we'll be doing 2 more webinars next week. So have a good one, guys. Peace out.